The Alaska Highway is a lifeline. It connects the lower 48 states to Alaska, stretching over 1,400 miles. Built during World War II, it symbolizes cooperation between the U.S. and Canada. This vital artery facilitates trade, tourism, and cultural exchange. Millions of people rely on this route each year. The highway's history underscores the deep ties between the two nations. In 2018, trade relations between the U.S. and Canada became strained. The two nations, longtime allies and trading partners, found themselves at odds over new economic policies. Former President Trump imposed tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum, aiming to protect American industries and jobs. This move was part of his broader strategy to renegotiate trade deals and address trade imbalances. He cited national security concerns, a justification Canada strongly disputed. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau argued that Canadian steel and aluminum were not a threat to the United States. These tariffs increased costs for American businesses, particularly those relying on imported materials. Small and medium-sized enterprises felt the pinch as production expenses soared. They also led to retaliatory tariffs from Canada, targeting American goods such as whiskey, orange juice, and dairy products. This tit-for-tat escalation further complicated the trade landscape. The tariffs marked a departure from decades of free trade, challenging the principles established under agreements like NAFTA. The long-standing economic partnership faced unprecedented hurdles. They strained relations between the two countries, leading to tense diplomatic negotiations and public disagreements. The once amicable relationship was put to the test. Canadians felt the tariffs were unfair and unjustified. Protests erupted, and the media extensively covered the economic and social impacts of the tariffs. The tariffs had a ripple effect across industries, disrupting supply chains and leading to shortages in various sectors. Consumers and businesses alike faced the consequences. Manufacturing, construction, and automotive sectors were hit hard. Companies had to navigate increased costs and supply chain disruptions, affecting their operations and profitability. In response to the tariffs that had been imposed, British Columbia Premier David Eby proposed a bold and unprecedented measure. He suggested implementing a toll on the Alaska Highway, a crucial route for both Canadians and Americans. This toll would primarily impact American drivers, who frequently use the highway for travel and trade. Eby argued it was a necessary step to compensate for the economic harm caused by the tariffs, which had strained local businesses and affected the regional economy. The proposed toll sparked immediate controversy and ignited a heated debate among politicians, business owners, and the general public. Critics argued it would harm tourism, deter visitors, and place an undue burden on Alaskans who rely on the highway for essential travel. Supporters, however, saw it as a powerful bargaining chip that could be used to negotiate better trade terms and protect local interests. The toll highlighted the interconnectedness of the two economies, showing how deeply intertwined the regions are through trade and travel. It brought the trade dispute into sharp focus, emphasizing the need for a resolution that would benefit both sides and maintain the long-standing relationship between the neighboring countries. The proposed toll sent shockwaves through Alaska. Businesses worried about the impact on tourism. Residents expressed concern about rising costs of goods. The already high cost of living in Alaska could escalate. The social fabric of communities along the highway could be strained. The potential economic consequences are significant. Tourism, a vital part of Alaska's economy, could suffer. Increased transportation costs would burden businesses and consumers. The social impact on remote communities is a major concern. The toll could isolate them further. Legal roadblocks. The 1977 Treaty. This section delves into the intricate legalities surrounding the 1977 Treaty. The legality of the proposed toll is in question, raising significant concerns among both legal experts and the general public. A 1977 treaty between the U.S. and Canada governs the Alaska Highway, a crucial route for trade and travel. This treaty explicitly prohibits tolls on the highway, ensuring free passage for all vehicles. However, there are differing interpretations of the treaty's language, leading to heated debates among legal scholars and policymakers. The treaty's intent is at the heart of the debate, with both sides presenting compelling arguments. Canada argues the treaty allows for tolls under exceptional circumstances, citing specific clauses that they believe support their stance. The U.S. maintains that the treaty prohibits tolls outright, emphasizing the original spirit of the agreement. The legal battle could be lengthy and complex, involving multiple court hearings and extensive legal documentation. Its outcome could have lasting implications, not only for the Alaska Highway, but also for future international agreements and treaties. Retaliation on the horizon? Canada considers options. Canada is exploring other retaliatory options. These include restrictions on maritime routes used by American ships. This move could disrupt trade flows and impact the U.S. economy. Canada is also seeking support from international organizations like the World Trade Organization. The potential for escalation is real. Canada is prepared to defend its interests. The U.S., however, shows no sign of backing down. The trade dispute threatens to spill over into other areas of cooperation. Global implications. A trade war brews. The Alaska Highway dispute is part of a larger pattern. Trade tensions are rising globally. The U.S. is engaged in trade disputes with other countries. This protectionist approach is causing uncertainty in the global market. Investors are wary of the escalating trade war. Businesses face disruptions in supply chains. Consumers are feeling the pinch of rising prices. The global economy is interconnected. What happens between the U.S. and Canada has global repercussions. The path to resolution. Diplomacy and dialogue. Despite the tensions, both sides have expressed a willingness to talk. Diplomatic channels remain open. Finding a solution that addresses the concerns of both countries is crucial. A negotiated settlement is the only way to prevent further escalation. The stakes are high. A prolonged trade dispute would harm both economies. It would strain the long-standing friendship between the U.S. and Canada. The international community is watching closely, hoping for a swift and amicable resolution.